Okay, very good morning to all of you. So now we are starting our last division in the algae as it is the rhodophyta. So I think you are observing here the good photographs which are showing the red coloration. It is the indication of these algal members which generally grouped under the rhodophyta. So with reference to these rhodophyta or the red algae, their distribution all over the world, it is having near about 5,000 species. Good examples are the Polysiphonia, Porphyra, then Batrachospermum, coralline, and others are there. We will see the one by one. Here the some rhodophytes mainly they are to be reported as the tropical reefs. Reef, that is the, here you are observing this photograph. So they are growing in the large scale in the particular area. So this reef building generally it is commonly called as the coralline algae. Coralline, that is due to their having they secrete a very hard shell of the carbonate around themselves. And generally you are knowing the common word corals, right? So these corals are, it is the indication of the clean water. And generally it is not too much polluted. Some seashore areas, some rocky areas, they are to be known, and therefore it goes to the coral formation. In algae, mainly the asexual reproduction takes place by non-motile spores called the monospores. The sexual reproduction is oogamous type, which is involving the specialized female cells called as the carpogonia, and the specialized male cells called as the spermatia. So these two words they are only used in the rhodophyta. In the last Phaeophyta we have seen the oogonia and the antheridium also, some members like fucus. So like this here in the rhodophyta you have to remember this. Then there is having the carrageenan. It is extracted from the walls of the several red algae, and they are to be commonly used as stabilizer or emulsifier in the foods such as ice cream, custard, and the evaporated milk is there. Agar is the well-known solidifying agent we are knowing. So it is used in the preparation of microbiological media which are extracted from the Gelidium and the Gracilaria genus. So remember this some highlighting character for the Rhodophyta. The members of this division Rhodophyta, they showing the red color and as therefore reported as the red algae, whereas as there is a phycoerythrin pigment is the dominant, and they found mainly in the fresh water also and the marine. The Batrachospermum is the good example of our fresh water. The members of this division are generally multicellular through though the unicellular forms are the known. Here as you are observing the some rhodophytes mainly they found in the tropical reef area, and they are to be showing this type of the character. Then here you are observing some good photographs of the some members. See the Gracilaria. So how this genus looks in the habit and the magnified portion. Then secondly there is having the Porphyra is there. This right hand side it is the Porphyra. So it shows the commonly found in the marine water, and approximately 5% red algae occur in the fresh water. So thallus like it is measuring up to 10 centimeter, 3.9 inches in the length. Then in the general characteristics the some members are there. They shows the presence of chlorophyll A and the D also. Then phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, allophycocyanin, these are the other pigments are there. Here some contents like the calcium carbonate, it is mainly deposited in their cell wall, and such organisms are commonly referred as the coralline algae. Generally, not all red algae are red. Some are blue, green, or the olive, and as they shows also the absence of the flagella and the centriole. Then we'll see the some important highlighting character. So it is a large group, Rhodophyceae. These are algae consisting of about 831 genera and more than 5,250 species. They commonly shows red algae due to the presence of water-soluble red pigments are there. R. phycoerythrin is however present sufficiently and they must to the chlorophyll A, which give the characteristics red coloration. More than 98% members are marine and the rest grow in the fresh water. So references are the different in the each book or as per the scientist study. So remember some figures. Then freshwater members, they grow in the stagnant water. Stagnant, that is steady water. For example, Asterocystis, Cosmopogon, and as well as some in flowing water. Example, Lamania, Thoria, Batrachospermum. But where the water is generally not polluted. Then marine species have the ability to live in the greater depth up to the 30 to 90 meters. Meter, that is 390 into 3. So they generally fit 270 or more up to the 300 feet depth in the water also. They also exhibit a high degree of parasitism and the epiphytism. That is, they maybe grow as parasites in the other large animals or the areas. Some parasite members are Ceriamium, Condicola, on the Codium fragile, Polysiphonia lancea or Ascophyllum nudisum. So other algae are there, they are growing there. Then some are epiphytic members like Rhodocorton, Ceratocolex. These are the epiphytic. Some Rhodophyceae, Porphydium, it is a unicellular member in terrestrial and grow on the damp soil. So generally, as such type of the study, it is possible due to the large, it is called as expedition done by the different governments like America, Japan, or the India, and therefore it is possible. We have to our India also, we are having the Antarctic involvement in the Antarctic expedition. Antarctica मोहीम म्हणतात त्याला. So as basically after that all these are detected. Then in characteristics of Rhodophyceae, we will see firstly the red algae. Most of the members, more than 90%, they shows marine 20 species. As per the report, they grow in the fresh water. These members may grow either as a saprophytes parasite and also as a epiphytes. Already we have seen. The plant body may be unicellular Porphyridium, then multicellular in other genera. The filamentous, you remember this name of genus, Goniotrichum. Then parenchymatous, Porphyra and Crinellia. Then pseudoparenchymatous, Helminthocladia. Then feathery, it is the Polysiphonia or ribbon-like contrast. So we are observing the figures, photographs later on. Then they do not attain the size like that of the brown algae, that is Phaeophyceae. They but may reach up to the 2 meters maximum. Syzygia mania, it is reported up to the 2 meter by the Abbott in 1967. So reports are done by some scientists. Then secondly, as you know, there are some flagellated motile stages. They are totally absent in Rhodophyceae. The cell wall consists of outer pectic and the inner cellulosic layer. The mucilage material generally, which is to be used like the agar-agar and the other carrageenans, constitute the major portion of the dry weight of the cell wall. In multicellular forms, we are knowing the cytoplasmic connections are there, so they are so to be called as a plasmodesmata. In electromagnetic study, electron microscopic study, it is not confirmed, but still as it is to be supposed. The members of rhodophyceae shows much variation in the number of nuclei in the cells. For example, Benzoidae, we are observing the different subclasses separately. So we will see the again character. Then Floridae of the members, they shows about 3000 to 4000 in the Grypticea number of nuclei. The cells may have one chromatophore with a central pyrenoid in the Benzoidae, or many discoid and parietal chromatophores in the pyrenoids in the Floridae. So these are the some important differences about the chromatophores. The photosynthetic pigments like chlorophyll A, B, then alpha and beta carotenes, xanthophylls, teraxanthin, lutein, phyloxanthin, right? So all these proteins, like, so all these generally they are reported in the this, and the red coloration algae is due to the sufficient presence of the R phycoerythrin. It is very important. So you remember this. The reserve food is in the form of fluoridane starch or fluoridicide and the monoglycerate. Reproduction takes place by all three means: vegetative, asexual, and sexual. So vegetative by takes place only in the unicellular forms. Asexual takes place by monospore, neutral spore, carpospore, bispore, and tetraspore formation. And sexual reproduction is of advanced oogamous type, that is male sex organ spermatium. It is showing the single non-flagellated male gamete is produced in the each spermatium and is in the each spermatangium and is called as the spermatium, right? And the female sex organ called carpogonia or procarp, and carpogonia flask shaped with a long neck and trichogyny, right? So you remember about the specific sexual reproduction. And lastly, the during fertilization, as the spermatium comes in contact with the trichogyny with the help of water current, and in rhodophyceae the post fertilization changes highly elaborate. They develop carposporophyte, and this carposporophyte develop carposporangia, and in the each carposporangium it produces single carpospore. It is a specific character, development of single spermatium and single carpospore. And most of the rhodophycean members show the biphagic or triphagic life cycle pattern. What is it? We will see in the next lecture. Okay, so thanks to all. Have a